It was early morning in Jerusalem. The city was waking up, but something heavy hung in the air. A man named Jesus, known for healing the sick, teaching peace and challenging the powerful, was now being brought to trial. Just hours before, Jesus had been in a garden praying. He knew what was coming. One of his closest friends, Judas, had betrayed him. Soldiers came with torches and weapons. Jesus didn't run. He stepped forward and let them arrest him. They took him to the high priest's house. Religious leaders wanted to find a reason to put him to death, but they couldn't agree on anything. Some lied. Others twisted his words. But through it all, Jesus stayed calm. He didn't fight back. He didn't argue. He stood in silence. Finally, the high priest asked, "Are you the Son of God?" And Jesus simply said, "I am." That was all they needed. They shouted, "He's guilty!" But they couldn't sentence him. Only the Roman governor could do that. The next morning, they brought Jesus to Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor. Pilate wasn't sure what to do. He asked Jesus, "Are you a king?" Jesus said something mysterious. "My kingdom is not of this world." Pilate couldn't find any reason to punish Jesus. He even said, "I find no fault in him." But the crowd outside was growing louder. The leaders stirred them up, yelling, "Crucify him!" Pilate didn't want trouble, so he offered a choice. He could release one prisoner, Jesus, or a man named Barabbas, a known rebel. The people chose Barabbas. Pilate, trying to wash his hands of the whole thing, handed Jesus over to be crucified. He let fear and pressure decide, even though he knew Jesus was innocent. So why does this story matter today? Because it's about courage, about standing for truth, even when it's hard. Jesus didn't back down. He didn't lie to save himself. He stood for what he believed in, even when it cost him everything. And Pilate? He shows us what happens when we let fear or pressure make our choices for us. Sometimes doing the right thing isn't popular, but it's still right. Jesus' trial wasn't the end of the story. It was the beginning of something bigger. A story of love, sacrifice, and hope. And each of us gets to decide, what do we stand for?